Thanks for joining us. I'm Sam Shocker, and the Avalanche are holding their end-of-the-year press conference this afternoon. We will hear from GM Joe Sakic in a moment, but first, let's head outside. We're going to take a look outside at downtown Denver. I believe this is from our boss's office. You do see the trees and the flags there moving back and forth, a little bit breezy out there. It is a perfect day, though, here in the metro and across the state. So let's check in now with our senior meteorologist, Chris Bianchi.
Yeah, chef's kiss weather today, Sam. It is delightful. Upper 70s, just a breeze out there, but fire danger notably lower compared to yesterday with lighter winds and cooler temperatures. And of course, the final thing to note is that we've got end-to-end sunshine, really nothing but blue sunny skies. Now, we do have some fire weather concerns in west of the Continental Divide. For my friends on the western slope and west of the divide, where we've had a lot less moisture in the last 6 weeks or so, it's a lot drier and windier. So today, fire weather warning out here. And then we've also got a fire weather watch. I think tomorrow, this is for tomorrow, and I think tomorrow we'll have higher fire danger compared to today. Southeast Colorado also included within that fire weather warning for today as well. Wind, it is a little breezy out there. We're seeing some 20-25 mile an hour winds around Denver, so breezy but not super windy. Eastern Plains, though, it is windy. We're seeing some 30+ mile an hour gusts out over the Eastern Plains. Winds will continue to howl through the rest of our day today on the Eastern Plains. Some 30 to 35 mile an hour winds there. In Denver, though, it is more of a breeze. So if you're going to the Rockies game this afternoon, if you're going to some of the outdoor watch parties for the start of the World Cup, it is going to be lovely weather this afternoon. Wind will crank up a little bit tonight, though, as we switch our wind to the south. Radar is quiet right now. It'll stay that way for the rest of our day today. And those temperatures heading into the upper 70s later on this afternoon. We're going to really spike those temperatures tomorrow before a notable cool down this weekend. So a bit of a roller coaster ride coming up. I'll tell you about it in just a couple minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you. Some breaking Broncos news for you. Head coach Sean Payton is getting a new contract. According to our Broncos insider Mike Kliss, Payton and the team agreed on a new 5-year deal that keeps him in Denver through the 2030 season. This comes a month after the team gave general manager George Payton a new deal, which also runs through 2030. Now the Penners have their coach and GM locked up on the same timeline. Sean had 2 years left on his previous deal, while George was entering the final year of his old contract. A person is in custody following an apartment fire and bomb scare in Boulder last night. Fire crews found a suspicious package as they were working a fire at an apartment building on West Moorhead Circle, south of Table Mesa Drive and west of Highway 36. And as a result, the apartments were evacuated for a little while. Emergency crews eventually cleared the scene late last night, and they say they have arrested one person for an attempted arson incident. That person has not been identified. Automatic license plate readers are confusing similar-looking letters and numbers, creating a headache for innocent drivers. Colorado license plates can have both O's and zeros. Our Steve Stager heard from a lot of drivers whose plates have been misread because of these similarities. Some have been ticketed, others pulled over. The state says they changed the font to try and make the O's and zeros more distinguishable. But that wasn't enough to tell them apart. It's become a real problem since the state moved to a 4-letter, 2-number format, which puts O's and zeros on the same side of the plate. The problem prompted another change.
About halfway through our configuration that begins with E, we were able to eliminate any future production of license plates with the O on that numeric side to help avoid the confusion. From what I see anyway, the scope of that misidentification isn't vast and broad. It's not happening constantly.
And if your plate is getting caught in the confusion, you can go to your DMV and request a new plate. Individual counties have the discretion to waive those fees. Parts of the Pentagon were under lockdown this morning after officials detected what they initially called an air quality issue. A shelter-in-place order was issued for the affected area, with multiple floors and corridors inside the Pentagon locked down. Also, there were evacuations. A Pentagon spokesperson told NBC News the department is executing standard protection protocols and response teams are in place and ready to support people in the building.